Look at this! I just looked at the documentation for these big monitors. Let me show you myself. Sweet, isn't it? Now you can look at me. So it's not as creepy knowing you're being watched, 'cause you can watch me too. How cool is that? Oh, the door. Let me get that for you. And the song. Good luck. You seem to be getting the hang of this. See you on the other side. Although I can see you all the time you're in the ventilatory dispatch system.
Now this is where the fun begins. A real puzzle. You will have to use all the skills you've learned in the previous chambers. Let me put some ambient music on to get us in a good puzzle-solving mood. Good luck. Did you find anything interesting? Just be sure to go back into the testing chamber when you are done with your, business. Ew, I forgot humans need to leak. I don't think it's too what it is. Go up to the test chamber. Disgusting.
You may now exit the room. Chop chop, you should be able to reach the exit rather quickly. So, it turns out that the vacuum tube I gave you for the previous test does not connect to the next test chamber. So, we are going to have to walk for a little bit. This elevator is malfunctioning, so we will have to turn around and see if we can find somewhere else where we can continue our tests. This test chamber was for another test, which we are not assigned to. It was supposed to be solved with a portal gun. Wicked stuff. I'm sure there's a way we could solve it in our way. Nicely done! I couldn't have done it better myself. Now, we have to find a vacuum delivery system to get you to the next test chamber. There it is! Just jump in it and we'll be on our way! Now this test does make use of portals as a testing element. If you've never bumped into them before, they're pretty straightforward. Thingy goes in, thingy goes out. Cake. Nothing out of this world. It's time to increase the complexity just by one variable. know if you noticed, but these are very old offices. This fizzler is offline. You will have to activate it first. Great! Now use your gel gun to actually get to the testing site out there in the gorge. Careful now, that thing crushes you to death. Its official name is the Phew, nicely done. You know, we actually have one guy whose only job is to name all the aperture science patented devices. He even came up with that term. Just a standard testing sphere, nothing special. The average human doesn't have the reaction times required for this test, so I will shout out the directions you gotta go. Are we started already? Quick, left turn! 180, right turn! 180, right turn! Right turn! Right turn coming up! Impossible jump ahead! We did a really good job out there. You flying around all over the place and I tell you how to get there. I should get the guys up here to do more tests like this. Now that we have both gels at our disposal, we want to be more careful about our next move. We don't want to end up short or overdo a jump. Not sure if you noticed, but we are now on the upper levels of aperture science. No more recycling tests. It's all brand new from now on. Sorry, but this test did not have a connected vacuum delivery system. I want to remind you that these tests are still in an alpha state. This chamber can be quite hard to nail down on the first try, so I drained out the goo. So don't be afraid if you fall down. Use the stairs to get back up. Okay, now we just have to find a way into the entrance of the test. What did you do? What is that noise? do the actual testing. So now we know what that noise was. That's one mystery solved. Unfortunately, I cannot drain that goo. So change of plans. Be careful. Our testing spree has come to an end. Proceed to the next chamber. Introduction to Fizzler. This one should be pretty easy. And the song. What? What is this? No. How do I get rid of it? Okay, blood. Subject. Controls. Password 2. Oh wait, I got it. I think I got it. And there. So sorry about that. I don't even know how that got there. I mean, why do they even have this kind of music in the music library? Unless it was part of the test and I screwed up. Well, if it was, the damage is done now. Just test. I'll fix this mess. This might have been your best performance yet. Unfortunately, the metal music was part of the test, so this test does not count towards your performance. Sorry. Advanced Flow Mechanics. While there is no time limit to this test, it is encouraged that we make an effort to be quick. You never know when it can be useful to be fast. But not perfect. But we still have plenty of time to work on your issues. Remember that time I said we were not going to recycle old test chambers? It turns out I was wrong. Have fun. Just because it's not an original test, it does not mean it isn't valuable. Proceed to the exit. Don't worry, I stopped the door to the elevator from opening automatically. Just look out for our vacuum tube. Now this test does make use of portals as testing elements. If you've never bumped into them before, they're pretty straightforward. Thingy goes in, thingy goes out. just got a strange sense of deja vu. If you ever forget why we do this, it's because of science. But more importantly, for the future. Because testing is the future and the future starts with us. But more importantly, science. Good luck. Never mind. Move along. Alright, this is our final chamber. If you solve this test, it means you are eligible to perform a series of highly dangerous procedures. And that was what we were testing for. Another mystery solved. For you, I knew from the very
to save the world of aperture science! As I said, you made it through the experiment, but if you want to survive, you have to listen to me and do what I say. First thing, jump over that gap. Now go through the door that says authorized personnel only. Don't worry, you're authorized personnel now. That, my friend, is what keeps this whole place alive and running and working. It's the Aperture Laboratory Stability Stable Energy Reactor. Or the ulcer. What? What? No. These names are ridiculous sometimes. I will call it what I want. We will discuss this later. I am in the middle of an experiment. I'm sorry, I've got to fix something. Just get to the control panel on the bottom floor. I will catch you later. Sorry about the interruption. Aperture Science is now upgraded to a new ulcer, which means this one has to be shut down as it's useless. However, this process is quite dangerous and has to be done manually. There are 2 buttons. Go ahead and press 1. Good. Now this is critical. The next button will confirm a complete shutdown of the ulcer. This means you will have a limited amount of time to escape. So when you are ready, go ahead and press that second one. If you stop for even a second, you are a dead test subject. No time to lose. Go! If you stop for even a second, you are a dead test subject. No time to lose. Go! Navigational skills there. This has been a very successful experiment so far. Oh, I should mention, you were never authorized personnel. Me saying that was part of testing protocol. You were just an average, unimportant test subject. But you are most definitely above average. have noticed that the flow direction on the green fizzlers matter. If you did not notice that, please fill out the appropriate submission forms at the end of the test.
I know what you must be wondering. What are we testing for? How is this going to end? Where else has Nigel lied to me? When did I learn his name was Nigel? Why does it look like I'm outside? Where is he getting with all these questions?
My name somewhere before. Don't worry though. Those other answers will all be answered later on. It's not like we will end the test abruptly. We have more than enough funding. Thanks, Atranium. Okay, so we need some questions to push our testing forward. Give you a reason to keep you engaged with the test. How do we know you are not going to idle for an hour before you solve this test chamber? See? Even I have questions that need some answering. Maybe not an hour, but you still idle for quite a while, just doing nothing, supposedly thinking how to solve the test. Oh yeah, you did a terrific job. Keep it up. This test chamber is divided in two parts. One where you get the 3 cubes, and another when you get to the exit. Good luck. Your papa and mama should be proud. Who designed this testing protocol? Sometimes I feel like they just make this stuff up as they go along. Now this test chamber is located in a real desert. Don't worry, you'll obtain a complimentary citranium can at the end of the test. I know I will. Citranium. It's science in a can. Head over to the vending machine and, well, It seems that we've run out of citranium cans at the moment. Don't panic though, I will personally see that you get your citranium can at the end of the test. Do you feel angry at the end of a test chamber? Or alone? Or depressed? The new Aperture Science Exotic Location Staging will eliminate all of those feelings by simulating the authentic outsides that the humans were born to roam. If you think that you still experienced a negative emotion while testing, fill out the appropriate submission form at the end of the test. A not-so-fun fact, the water in this test is recycled from the old test chambers we were solving a couple hours ago. I would still enjoy the mist. Our Aperture Science water filter and cleaning systems destroy 99.3% of human waste, so if you took a toilet break early on, don't worry, there is practically none of your urine in the air.